Hey guys, today I want to show you an Arum video as I haven't done Arum in quite a while. I'm Bot of Just Gaming and I am a content creator for Arena of Valor content, and if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like. And yeah, the game will be a mirror match against another Arum. So it's pure Arum power in one video. She is having the heal ability and I'm using Flicker because I think the high mobility that you get from dashing into towers and using your ult is a really great factor, or to dash out of the tower range, because the ult under the enemy tower, that is brutal because you're gonna kill most enemies, as you're gonna see in the video. So have fun with the video, and yeah, I would say let's start right into the game with enchantments, equipments, and everything you need for your Arum build. Alright, so for people who follow my channel on a regular basis, you know the drill. This is a support build. I'm using the Essence of the Wind. I think the speed buff as well as the armor fits Arum's playstyle quite well. You can use it for your friendly heroes and you can use it for yourself as well, because you're gonna tank a lot and you're gonna be in the enemy a lot. That is because of your first ability combined with the passive. You get these 3 lion heads spinning around you and you deal consequent damage with that. So this is kind of the thing to go. I'm going with Sonic Boots on the second part because of the attack damage taken reduction by 50%. Then we are having the Shield of the Lost. It's another attack speed reduction that we get from that. Going with Medallion of Troy. If you face a lot of magic damage that is not like stuff that you get really in your face but over time, for example with a Liliana you can use the Gaia standard instead. Then I'm using the Mail of Pain because of the physical damage that is reflected to the enemy, and Gaia Standard in here is a slot that you can use if you're going against Darcy, because he is pretty omnipotent in the current meta. Otherwise you can go with Mantle of Ra or any other thing that you seem fit. For example, Odine's Will, you can use the Amulet of Longevity or the Rock Shield. Take whatever you want, the first 5 are the most important ones. Arcana wise, that's not the perfect stuff. I'm going with Violate to get a little bit more ability power and Magic Pierce, because then your stuff makes more damage and you want to deal some damage. I'm going with Benevolence to get some more HP, because more HP just means that you can stand in the fights a little bit longer, as well as the HP regeneration that you see here. And I'm using Valiance. Cooldown speed reduction as well as max HP. Yeah, I think that's quite solid, but there might be something that is better. If you know something like that, just put it in the comments below, but I feel it's quite alrightish. And enchantment wise, I'm using the River Treader. Movement speed, HP regen, mana regen, that's everything that you want to have. I get some more HP from the Nature's Gift. To have a little bit more health, a little stack of health is always welcome. And I get the Explosive Shield taken. Getting a shield that's going to reflect damage and causing damage to the enemy is always a good thing. Mana refill, because you're going to spam your abilities a lot, and the last slot is there for a small, tiny amount of Magic Pierce. So that is my Arum build that I'm using at the moment for this champion, and I would say let's hop right into the game. So guys, here we go. Arum in the dual lane. I'm getting the Windstone as the first item, and I think someone said that for this specific reason I should get the Ring of the Fiend. That's not something that I would recommend on a regular basis, but it was because we had the Quillen. So what I said before is the perfect build that I would use normally. If you have a hero that has stealth, such as Quillen or Batman or Wukong, you can go with the Ring of the Fiend, don't know how to pronounce it, to get some vision if they are in their stealth mode. And Quillen is one of the easiest champions to detect, because you are actually gonna see his footsteps in blue. That is something that, I don't know if everyone knows that, but that's kind of the stuff that you want to use it. You can see how much damage they are actually dealing to me right now. Wow, that was a lot of damage, and you can see that my AD carry isn't that experienced, but we do have the ability to repel them. But wow, that was causing us a lot of health, and right now you can see that someone came into the range of the brush, and they are now 3 people. So the only thing that we can do at the moment is defend the tower. I'm using my 1 here on a basis to get some more damage, because I'm trying to use my 2 to get them to retreat. Like, that was the purpose on this. Good thing Praetor came here to defend a little bit more of the tower, and as Maganga is up here on the dual lane, that's fine, because he's not really missing something that Maganga isn't. But wow, that was... Oh, this is where you start to sweat. Like, this is really where the game, where you actually feel that you are alive, and Arum and I are just throwing stuff at us. Like, the 2 is really powerful if you can manage to hit a lot, and right now I had the possibility to hit her with 2 of my templates, using the time of the recall to explain Arum's abilities. Your passive just means that you are gonna get some life back when one of these bells or lion heads or whatever is caused by your 1, the lion tamer thing, hits an enemy. So you always want to try that these things hit enemies, because it causes damage and it gives you some life regen. Important notice, every single arcana that is using lifesteal is not gonna apply for this stuff. So you gotta be careful on that. It's not gonna help you. Your 2 is this bomb. That's what we call it in my game. Like, I call it a bomb because I've just picked up that term from the Brownback person, a YouTuber. And as you can see here, it is causing AoE damage. So you will have templates, and the more bells or lines you have flying around you, the more templates you get. So you will get 1 template causing 50% speed reduction. The second template is 90% speed reduction, and the third template is applying a stun effect to the enemy. So you always want to hit them when they kind of run away from you, because that means that your 3 templates are gonna hit for massive damage. And here we go. The ult is special, and a lot of people don't know that. And I see a lot of teammates that are kind of using the ult not in my favor. And the ult basically is, you are, as you can see right here, you are attaching to someone. So you're gonna snare them in position, and every time damage is dealt to one of you guys, the damage is reflected to the other person. So what you want to have is a team that stops damaging the enemy as soon as you are hooking them with your ult. That's what I have done not in this situation. I was talking to my friend. I was saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I completely ignored it, and I applied damage." So you don't want to apply damage to the enemy hero, but it's always good if the enemy team does apply damage to you, because every damage that you get while you're using your ult will be reflected to them. So you can hook enemies under tower, because what's gonna happen is that because your spinning stuff will still continue, they're hit. So the tower will prioritize you, and the damage that is inflicted from the tower upon you is then reflected to the enemy, so that you can kill enemies with lower health than you under tower. That's the trick that you're gonna use with Arum a lot if possible. And I think that I'm gonna show it right now with the Volkov here in the situation. So What you have seen up there was pretty bad. Maganga was using his ult after I had like shitloads of stacks and things like that do happen. We are still on a 5-5. I play Arum a little bit more strategically and tactically in this video, not going for the kills too much. So right now I do have some health, but I want to get rid of the enemies. And yeah, look at that. Damage that was inflicted on me was reflected to the Volkov, and that made Volkov die, so I get the kill here. It's as easy as that. And I use Flicker because sometimes you have enemies that try to hide behind the enemy tower, and you can flicker in and hook them instantly with your ult. And or after, like if it's a different situation, you get to hook them in the like close center of the tower. You can then use Flicker to escape, because as soon as the enemy is dead, the tower will still stand, which means that you will get the full damage from the tower. I defeated the stuff here. Good Flicker from Maganga here. And I want to see those people dead. And as Quillen is the main source of damage here, Telenos would have been even better, but I wanted to have that tower, so I sacrificed myself for the team. That's what I said. I'm playing Arum a little bit more strategically here, so I sacrificed myself in order to get rid of one of the enemies so that my team can deal with the other enemies. I don't know if that was the correct play. Like, maybe we would have made it otherwise, but it kind of sets your enemies under pressure. Like if you do something like that, that's always something that is gonna, it's got this little tiny psychological effect, and I love to play with these psychological effects. What you don't want to do, vice versa, is hook enemies under your tower, because if they manage to damage you, you will get the tower damage that's inflicted on them reflected on you, so your own tower kills you. So never ever use your ult under your own tower. Just don't do that. That's gonna cause you a lot of trouble and you will cry. It's as simple as that. I hope everything is clear so far, because this game is gonna take a while. We have Kuln here. Right now you will see the potential of Arum. I'm fighting against 3 different enemies. Everyone is gonna apply some stuff on me. Good thing here, the enemies stop to attack me as soon as Arum hooked, but then the ult is kind of wasted. Like, what are you ulting for if you are not using the ult in a good way? And as you've seen, I used my bomb here too. I waited and waited and waited until Arum was fleeing under tower, and because I knew that she was gonna run off in a straight direction, I used my ult in order to get her, and it worked out quite well. So I do have my bright moments, the shiny moments, and I'm using all my stuff here in order to get that minion, because I want that tower to fall down. So Quillen comes in here, again, using the ult against him. And that was bad, because it actually killed me, because the damage was not sufficient. So he gets killed in the end, but the problem is 4 enemies here, just one of my fellow companions, and yep, not the smartest move. Sometimes I get a little bit greedy, not only with Arum, but so in the game.
Your team has destroyed a tower.
But still, we're actually doing quite well. 15 versus 9. Doing a decent job on the towers. We are already approaching their second base. So, and we've got the lane here to push. Now, Telenas doesn't want to fight that fight. Like, that's not something that she can actually been up to. And the cool thing is we managed to get that tower as well. So it's only 1 tower in the second lane, and we already have 2 towers. And again, using the stuff here, and wow, that was super close, like super close. I killed Arum. Mirror match. It's like the best. Like, if you're fighting against another person, it actually defines who is the best. And I've got to say that I have the nicer skin. And she doesn't have a skin, so of course I have the nicer skin. But I think this Miko skin looks really nice. I love the Japanese voice acting over that, and I think it's pretty cool. Abyssal Dragon for us, 19 versus 11. That's looking really good. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys some Arum videos, because I have done Arum videos when I started this channel a lot, and I just I kind of learned to play. Oh no, I don't want to say it like that. It sounds like I know how to play it. So if someone sees this video and he thinks like, oh, he doesn't know how to play Arum, you guys will think that I know how to play Arum, and I'm telling you that I know how to play Arum. So when I began to play Arum, wow, we've got a bomb here from the Praetor dealing a lot of damage right now. A lot more damage than I'm able to do. And yeah, so this is just another Arum video that I wanted to show you guys. I think it's pretty cool. I love her a lot. I just think that she's underrepresented. Like, do you guys see a lot of Arums in game? Me neither. Like, I was confused that I was playing against an Arum. I don't think that she has any meaning in some of the tier lists right now. Here, strategically, I hooked him so that Praetor is able to get away. Telenas is a little bit too fast for me, so I'm not able to get her with one of my spells. That would have been quite beneficial, because that would just have meant that Praetor could apply some more damage, and we would have killed Tel, which would have been great. Like, you always want a dead Tel. Tel is something that should not be on the battlefield. Not in the enemy team, but in your team, that's fine. She just deals so much damage in late game, and her range is stupid. Now Arum hooks me, and I'm hooking Arum back, but as Praetor is applying some damage, like I was just fairly too low. Like, even if I would have had a little bit more health, I would still have been dead. So I was just trying to pay her back for what she did, but good stuff here. So I think we're pretty even on the spot, and she has the heal, which might be... I think the heal is better in the early game, but then I just realized Flicker is working for me quite well. So it's just something that you can use. Like, you can use Sprint as well to sprint under towers. That might just work all right. I don't think that cleanses of any importance, but yeah, Sprint, Heal, and Flicker would be the 3 talents I would go for. And you always want those 3 bells up. Oh, what I didn't tell you is that, yeah, that Quillen build is special. Don't know about that. Like, Maganga's taking the piss because of that, but I mean, it's a game, and you can just play whatever you want as long as you have fun and enjoy yourself. Like, that's fine. If your team is not losing constantly because of that, but then you've got the report function. So if there's anything stupid, you can still report people on those problems. But then in my experience, it's like, it's that casual game. Like, if you're flexing a lot and you've got problems with your ego and yourself, like, go play ranked games. You will always end up with people that might be on your skill level. And if you complain about gold players a lot, yeah, then don't play with gold players. Go play Diamond, or go play Masters or Conqueror or whatever, but don't blame them for being bad. They might just not have the time that you're wasting. They might just have a social life. Maybe they're in a sports club or something. So this is kind of confusing. But I do get that all the time. Like, even with players that I play with, they're like, I was with some gold players. Yeah, they're gold players. And they're gold players for a reason. They don't have the time to play the game a lot. Or they might not be willing to contribute so much into the game because they just have better things to do. Maybe hook up with girls and stuff like that. Or with boys, or with both. So I don't get this hate that you will receive that you will receive a lot. So guys, I have to make this clear. Like, I've shown you a certain build that I was talking about, but in this game, I just wanted to adapt to the current situation. So I took Gaia Standard because Maganga does a lot of damage over time. So the health regen is better because he's gonna poke you a lot. The only thing that is really nuking you down is his ult, and if he ults, you're dead. And he will only ult to kill you. So I was rather picking the Gaia Standard over the Medallion of Troy. And right now, because we have this asshole, Volcav here, as well as a really strong Talonus, I was just thinking that the Aegis with another reduction might just be the better option. So I think it's important to adopt your playstyle and especially your build, because that's the only thing that you can adopt after you started the game. Should be something that comes to your mind, and I don't know if the Aegis might be the best choice, but I think it should be an advanced thing to do, to change your build even after you took a certain build. So yeah, this is the game. I've just seen that I'm not gonna click through the statistics at the end of the game, so I'm making a quick run through. Game was good. Arum is still doing great. I think she's not the best support in the world out there, but I think that she has her moments, and I think she's quite versatile because of the different stuff that she does. You will be always in melee range, which is gonna cause newer players a lot of trouble, but I think she's still decent because of that life stack that she gets from the heal. And if you guys enjoyed the video, I would be happy if you subscribe to my channel and leave a like. And if you have something to say, just leave a comment in the comments below. I'm Void of Just Gaming, and I'm out. Bye bye.